People do not care about you as much as you think they do. You think they care about you that much because you judge other people and care about them more than you should. Your biggest fear is, what will people say about me? And that's the reason why you don't post on social media, you don't build that dream business that you've had for years, you don't move countries or towns, do the fun things in life that you want to. Watch this video. This little dot is you, okay? This is the earth. There's around 8 billion people that live on earth. This means that you are in between all these little people and you can literally do whatever you want in life. My whole teenage life, majority of my 20s, I have suffered a lot with different types of anxieties, with social anxiety, panic disorder, overall just anxiety when it came to literally anything in my life. I've been in so many different therapy sessions, I've been talking to so many different people, I've watched so many different videos. My anxiety would always be in my mind. It would start there, you know, all the negative thoughts, all the panic thoughts, then it'll go into my body and cause emotions and feelings and symptoms. Let's focus on the mind for a minute. My problem when it came to my social anxiety was that I feared the judgment from other people. I was too scared of so many different things, that people are going to laugh at me, the fear of embarrassment, of failure, of being judged by people that I used to know back from school or from my hometown or from anywhere. I was just so scared of their judgment, the way they viewed me in life. I was just always so terrified of what will people say about me. And every single day I would wake up, I wouldn't do the things I would want to do because I was too scared of being judged or embarrassed, or what will people say about the way I'm doing things or why I'm doing something. What if I get laughed at for whatever reason? And it took years of therapy and just years of trying my best when it comes to journaling and kind of just self-reflection, self-development, to figure out myself. The biggest judgment and the biggest judge of all my problems was me. I was the cause of everything that was happening in my situation. All the thoughts that were happening in my mind, causing my social anxiety, all the other types of anxiety, that was literally my mind, my ego trying to protect me in every possible way it could, okay? Your ego is there to protect you from danger. However, our ego cannot understand that us leveling up in life or getting better or meeting new people or getting more money or whatever it is that you want, that's not going to cause us any hurt or any harm or any problems. But our ego thinks that, oh no, it's change, it's out of our comfort zone, we have to stop this. So it's going to do everything so you do not do what you want to do. I will tell you the best example. I was stuck in my own house for over a year and a half to 2 years. I could not leave my house without someone present next to me to even go for a walk or to the shop or anywhere, because my social anxiety got so powerful that I physically had no control over my body, my mind, or what was happening in any situation. It's like when you're driving a car and instead of me being the driver, my anxieties were driving and I was sat at the back, not even as a passenger. I was no longer a passenger. I was sat at the back, not having anything to say about what's going to go on. And the one main thing that I had to understand and ingrain into my mind is, one, getting rid of all my limiting beliefs. Number two, getting rid of the people in my life that no longer served my life. The ones I feared the judgment out of the most. And the people that were your friends or just good people in your life that actually judged you and laughed at you for whatever you did in your life just because they were very low in their life and they could never see you leveling up because they wanted you to stay at the same level that they were at. And the one biggest problem that I had with my social anxiety and the fear of being judged and embarrassed and everything, I did the same to other people. I judged people to myself with my mind when I would, you judge people. Everyone judges everyone, right? Everyone judges people at different levels. The main thing to take away from this is if you're judging yourself every single day in the most negative, worst way possible, and you're also doing that to other people in your own mind, your mind takes that as, oh, if I'm doing that, people are doing that to me. There's no other way. That's definitely happening to me. Look, they looked at me funny. They're probably talking about me. They probably think I'm weird. They think this or that or whatever it is. Your mind will literally make up stories to protect you, but it's protecting you in a completely wrong way. So the main thing I had to start doing is, one, the two things that I told you already. So the other things I had to do in my life to kind of start taking a bit more control over my life and not let my anxieties be in the driver's seat is looking at thought patterns. I have one of the biggest things when it comes to my social anxiety was exposure therapy, and trust me, I hated it at the beginning. I thought it was the worst thing my therapist could ever recommend to me because I was so petrified of leaving my house. I had to start out by literally walking out of my house, standing outside my house for 2 to 3 minutes, coming back inside and slowly, gradually doing everything so I can actually walk to the shop around the corner. Because my anxiety took over my mind and my body on such a big level. I could no longer control anything. And it was all because I cared what people would think of me or how I am perceived by other people. Right now at this point, I do not care what people think about me. Somewhere deep down, maybe a little bit, because everyone has that. We all kind of feel like, they might be judging me or something, but it's not on the level that it used to be. And I'm so proud of that because I never thought I could get out of that mindset. I never thought I could ever work on it enough to be better at it. You are your worst enemy when it comes to anything in your life. No one hates you more than you hate yourself in the worst moments in your life. And I mean that when you don't have any control over your ego, your mind, or your self-belief, or the way you perceive yourself, if someone says to you you're stupid, you'll truly believe that. And you really need to work on that because what people think about you is none of your business or your problem. It's their life. Why do you care what someone else thinks about you? You should never care about that. Remember this, that low-minded people will always judge you in some way. They always will because they have nothing better to do. But trust me, the people that are rising up and leveling up in life and mentally, physically, in every possible way they can, they will never judge you for trying or doing something new. One of my favorite things to do for over 12 years now is journaling. Journaling has honestly saved my life in so many ways. In moments I literally had nobody to talk to about my problems, I will probably journal for the rest of my life because I feel like that's my therapist. Sometimes when you don't want to talk to anybody, letting it out all onto a piece of paper is the best thing you can do for yourself. Take a pen and paper, write these questions down. Next time you journal, answer these questions. Why do I care what other people think of me? Trust me, it sounds like such a simple question. Once you sit down and start journaling, all the random things are going to start popping up. Write it all down. Don't question it for now. Write it all down and see what comes up. Next is going to be what thoughts are looping in your mind. Figure out what are the thoughts that keep constantly coming up, even if you're on autopilot working or whatever you're doing, and these thoughts keep coming back. You really need to watch out for these thoughts because they can actually tell you a lot about how you can heal and what you need to heal. You have to recognize that most people, 99% of people, are more focused on themselves and they're focused on you. Even if they judge you for a split second, they will forget about you. The two main things that you really have to start focusing on is your self-love and your self-respect. Because if you love yourself and respect yourself enough, you will not care what people think and you will take yourself to the next level in your life, whatever it is that you want. All your thoughts of fears that people are judging you, it's all to protect you. That's it. You need to start making your mind and your body feel safe. So then those thoughts will literally go away if you start working on making yourself feel more safe in every situation that you are in life and that you are your biggest protector. The way I always see it is that we all have an inner child. That child feels terrified sometimes. And we are the parents now of that little child that we have to protect and nourish and just keep them safe and show them the love that we always needed. People don't care about you as much as you think they do, and that is your biggest blessing in life because they don't care. That means you can literally do anything you want in life. And even if someone judges you, do not worry about that because the only person that you should worry about's opinion is yourself. No one else's opinion matters but yours. Okay? I hope this video makes sense. I swear, when I start recording these videos, I have so many topics in my mind. I think I need to start planning these videos because I just talk too much and some of the things just don't make sense. I hope this video did make sense though.